Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Is my voice audible? Yes. Is my voice audible to all? Good afternoon, students. Okay. I hope the voice is not echoing. Okay. So, okay, all clear, let's start. So, in the previous class, we were discussing chapter 17, right? So, do you have any questions of that chapter? Yes, anyone? Do you want to ask anything? We were doing, the previous chapter was across the wall. So, do you want to ask? Okay, Sangeeta, no, no. Anybody else? No doubts? Okay. So, if you are not asking me any doubts, I am going to ask you some questions. Okay. So, you all have read that chapter? Yes? After the class, have you read that chapter? (16 and 17) Bhushan, I will send it. First, all of you submit all the previous worksheets. Okay. So, let me ask you some questions regarding the previous chapter. Okay. So, here in this chapter there was a story of Afsana, and she faced a lot of problems because she was a girl and she was not allowed to play. Okay. So, related to that story, I am writing a word here. What do you mean by that word? Gender bias. Any clue? Do you have any idea what does this word mean? Please write it in the comment and please don't Google it. Yes, gender bias. You all said you don't have any doubts, but I found this word in the chapter. Girl or boy? Okay, Bhushan, what girl and boy? What does this term means, gender bias? Yes. Male and female. Okay. What about male and female? Okay. Gender is, yes, gender is that by this word gender we get to know about who is a male and who is female. It is a term which society has given to identify male and female, differentiate between male and female. But what is bias? And this whole term gender bias mean? Yes, gender is right. Gender is a term given by the society to differentiate between two genders, that is male and female. Good. And bias means that if I say discrimination between male and female, good Moksha, very good. That is when the society or the people around us treat girls and boys differently. That is known as gender bias. Bias means being partial, okay, being partial to one gender. And blackboard is clear, I guess. I hope everybody can see this blackboard clearly. Okay, so gender bias means the difference between boys and girls, males and females in the society in every field. That means they are being treated differently. So, you can say different, it means different treatment by the society It means different treatment by the society for boys and girls. Please don't write it, I am just writing it to explain you. Okay, difference between male and female, yes. So, the difference between how the society or the people around us treat boys and girls. Like in the chapter also, the people were not used to for the girls playing in the ground, but they were used to see the boys playing around. So that was new for them. For them, the girls' duty is to do only household chores and nothing else. Okay, so these are the different treatments that the people around in the society. Okay, different treatment by the society for boys and girls. So this is how they treat them differently. Okay. Yes. So next question I would like to ask. In this chapter, there is a place called Nagpada. Where does that place belong to? Yes, Nagpada. In the first page only, the name Nagpada comes. Where does that belong to? Mumbai. Yes, Khyati, very good. Mumbai. In India, Chetan, yes, we all know that it is in India, but it's a specific place. Which state or which city? Yeah, Mumbai. Good. Sangeeta, Ayan. Yeah, Chetan, Akshita, Bhushan belongs to Mumbai. What is NBA? Okay, next one. What is NBA? Okay, what is, I am asking you the next question. What is NBA? Nagpada Basketball Association. Good, Khyati. Nagpada Basketball Association. The team in which Afsana played. Okay. Okay, so we talked about different games, different activities. Why do you think we should play different kind of sports? And what are the benefits of playing sports? Yes, anyone? Why should we play different kinds of sports? And what are the benefits of playing a sport? Yes. Any points? To maintain our health, yes. To learn them, very good. Sports help us to keep us fit, good. Yes, it keeps us fit. For proud of our country, okay. To make our body and mind fit, good. And what else? By playing sports, yeah, being fit is a one point. Also, by playing sports, we value the things like cooperation, understanding. Yes, if we play in a team, we have to have these kinds of values, that is cooperation and to make our mind and body fit, to keep us active, and by playing and being active, we keep our body free from diseases. Yeah, good, Khyati, for entertainment and to freshen up our mind. It is also good for our health. So sports is a really good way to keep our mind and body in a correct place. Okay. Yeah, learn courage and teamwork. So by playing also we get to learn different values, that is cooperation, courage, teamwork, team spirit. Okay, we develop team spirit in ourselves to refresh our minds. Okay, good everyone. So I will be uploading today the worksheet. Okay, so do you have any doubts? Then finally, shall we move to the next chapter? Yes, shall we move to the next chapter? No doubts? Okay, no problem. Okay, no doubts. Okay, I'll move to the next chapter then. So today we are going to start with chapter 18, that is No Place for Us. Okay, all clear? Good. So now I'll be giving you the worksheet for the next chapters, and today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is No Place for Us. Okay, let me show you the PPT for this chapter. Okay, let's begin. You can open your books, keep it with you. Okay, so here the voice is echoing. Just a minute. Is it fine now? Yes, it's fine. Okay. Now, so here page 165, chapter number 18, No Place for Us. So here look at this picture and read the name of the title. What do you think this chapter would tell us? Any guesses? No place for us. Shelter, okay, yes. Some poor people have no place to live, okay, good. Yes, shelter, good. Only poor people, there is no place for poor people. Okay. Yes, there is no place for them to live in village of, yeah, good. Okay. Okay, so this is a picture of a big city, a busy city which have a lot of crowd. हमारे पास कोई जगह नहीं. Okay, Sakshi, this was a translation. Okay, so here in this chapter we are going to talk about the story of Jaitra and how he searched for the shelter in different village and city. Okay. So let's move. Okay. So here in this chapter there is a person called Jaitra who was born in Khedi village in the middle of thick green jungles and hills. His people had been living here for many years even before his grandfather was born. Okay, just look at the picture. I am talking about Jaitra and his village. The name of the village is Khedi village. Just remember it. There was peace in Jaitra's village, but not silence. There were so many soothing sounds: the gurgle of flowing rivers, the murmur of trees, and the chirping of birds. People did farming. They would also go to the nearby forest, chatting and singing together, and to collect wild fruits, roots, and dried woods. While working with the elders, children also learned many things: to dance together, to play flute and dhol, to make pots of clays and bamboo, to recognize birds and imitate their sounds, etc. People collected things from forest for their use. Some of those they would sell in the town across the river. With that money, they would buy salt, oil, rice, and some clothes. So most of the things they used to get from the village. But in order to get other things, they used to make different pots, different utensils, different kinds of toys from clay and bamboo, and used to sell them in the nearby village, and used to buy other necessary items like salt, oil, rice. Okay. So they used to get everything from food to water to medicines. Okay, they used to collect fruits, plants for medicines, roots, fish from the river. Okay, and they used to live there happily. So the forest and the village used to provide them with everything. So they didn't require anything else. So there was too much of greenery. They were living near the forest. There was water for them, food in the forest. They used to grow their crops. Okay, they used to make utensils, toys from bamboo and clay, and used to sell them to get money to buy other things. But one day what happened? The people of Khedi heard that a big dam was to be built on the river. So they were living near the river and the forest. So the people from outside came to their village and they thought of making dam on this river. Yeah, the environment there was very nice. Okay, so the Khedi people heard that they were going to build a dam on that river. For them, a big wall would be built to stop the flow of the river. Okay, so here also in Rawatbhata we have Rana Pratap Sagar Dam. Most of you have seen that dam. Yes, to make a dam, they have to build a great wall to stop the flow of the water. Yes, all of us have seen this dam. So similarly, yeah, everybody has seen that dam. Yeah, so similarly, on the Khedi, in the Khedi village near that river, on that river, they had to build a dam. And to make a dam, they have to build a strong and big wall to stop the water. And the Khedi and many nearby village in that area would be drowned under the water. If you build a wall on the river, the water from the one side will stop and the other side will get dry out. So, where the water will be stored, it will cover the whole area. Okay. So, that's why they were worried that if they build a dam, they have to leave their homes, their village will be drowned in that water. So, people have to leave their village and their land on which their forefathers had lived for centuries. So, the government officials came there, they explored the area and thought that they are going to, can you explain in Hindi, Sakshi? Okay. So, they have to build a dam. Dam सबको पता है क्या होता है? So, they were going to make a wall बना के they were going to stop the water. And अगर वो water store करेंगे तो other areas will get drowned, वो सब डूब जाएंगे. Okay, so for this villagers have to leave the area, उनको वो जगह छोड़ के जाना पड़ेगा. And for that they have to pack everything and go to another city or another village. Okay, so the people having land at Khedi will be given a land far away on the other side of the river. So the government officials जो आए उन्होंने देखा कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे villages हैं, they have to move them, उनको shift करना पड़ेगा. So they said and they gave assurance कि you will get a better land, a home on the other side of the river जहाँ पे it will be safe. So the people had to pack everything and they went to the other side to another village. So they thought that after shifting to a new place they'll have everything कि उनके पास सब कुछ होगा. They'll have a school, they'll have electricity, hospital, buses, train, etc. Okay, but the Jaitra's parents were not happy because they used to live here in this village and this forest and river provide them with everything. उनको इस forest से village से सब कुछ मिलता था. So they were satisfied and they were happy here to live in this Khedi. Yes, Sakshi, what do you want to know? What is your doubt? Okay. Yeah, Gandhi Sagar Dam. Yeah, similarly we have dams here, Rana Pratap Sagar Dam, Gandhi Sagar, and similarly a dam was going to be built. So after this, Jaitra had to move to another village. What was the name of that village? It was Sinduri. Okay. So when they got to know कि यहाँ पे dam बनेगा, they had to move to another village. The name of the new village was Sinduri. Okay. So in this new village, yeah, Kota Barrage Dam, good. So all these are the dams. Okay. So here they were forced मतलब उनको जानबूझ के भेजा गया, they were not happy to leave their place, native place, that was their village. ठीक है, they have to leave that place and go to the another and new place. अब कोई न्यू जगह जाएगा जहाँ के बारे में उसको कुछ नहीं पता, how would they feel? What do you think? How would you feel if you were told कि यहाँ नहीं, we are not going to live here, you have to go to another city, you have to start a new life there. How would you feel? Unhappy, yes. So nobody is going to be happy. They have to leave their school, they have to leave their friends, they have to leave the places they used to visit every day. Yeah, they'll feel so awkward and uncomfortable. Yes. So in order to go to a new place, they have to adjust. Yes, they have to make some adjustment. You have to go find a new home, okay, new school, everything is going to be new, new friends. Yeah, they have to adapt to the new environment. So their village was very good, but Jayatra, when he went to another village, found it very different from his village. So he has to adapt. Unhappy, yes, he was unhappy to go to a new place. So they were insecure, that means they didn't have any money or any foundation to go and live in a new place. They were away from their kith and kin, that means they were away from their family members, their grandparents, the parents who used to live in that village, and more money spent on food, fuel and shelter. Yes, unhappy, I have seen the word unhappy, everybody is writing unhappy only. So there are other points also. So if we move to a new place, we will spend more money, we will find a new home or a shelter, okay, we will spend more fuel. Yeah, Shivam, they have to build a new house, they have to adjust in a new city or a new village, and they will feel lonely. Good, because they have left their home, their place, and there are no friends in a new city or a new village. Okay. So when they went to the Sinduri village, they had to pay for everything. So earlier, Khedi village mein, how was the situation? Did they used to pay for the food, water, or did they get that from the forest and the river? What? No. Write the full sentence. Yeah, they were getting everything from nature. Good. So the forest and the river was sufficient for them. Okay, they got everything from their surrounding. Food, fruits, wood, clay, bamboo. Yes. But in Sinduri village, they have to pay for everything. That is, they have to buy their food, they have to buy their vegetables, even the firewood they have to buy, and the fodder for the animals. Fodder means the chara or the food for the animals. Yes, in Khedi village they get the food from the forest, but in Sinduri village they have to spend the money. Yes, Khyati, Naitik. Yes, good. Kavi Ranjan. So this was the situation in Sinduri village. They were not at all happy. Okay. So how was the condition? They just could not afford anything. They have to buy food. Even to light a fire, they used to take the rubber from the tires. That was really harmful for them. They couldn't even afford the oil, kerosene oil, for burning the wood. Okay. In this village, Jayatra had just one room in a tin shed. It had no place to keep the animals. So Jayatra, in previous village, Jayatra had many animals, his cows, buffaloes. So in the new village, he just got one room. Okay. And in that room, he had no space to keep the animals. He also got a small piece of land, but that was not good for farming. So earlier, the villagers were told कि यहाँ से आप shift हो जाइए and you will get a new place, new land, okay, you can go and live in another village. But when they came here in Sinduri village, they got a small shelter, not a good land for farming, and no space to keep their animals. So the life of Jaitra was very hard in a new place. But still he worked very hard to grow their crops on that land. He didn't had money to buy fertilizers and seed. And in the previous village, Khedi village, the weather, the environment was so good that none of them used to get ill. But in the new village, they had to buy their medicines. They didn't had forest. They couldn't get medicines from the government has not done good with the poor people. Okay. Yeah. So they were not given good land and good shelter. Okay. So this affected their health and livelihood. But in village, Sinduri village, there were hospitals, but it was difficult to find the doctors. So in the new place, they got hospital, school, everything, electricity also, but the electricity used to come for some time only, and they had to pay all the bills about electricity, water, and etc. Okay. So there was a school here, but the teacher did not care much about the children from Khedi village. So as they were from other place, so the teachers, the staff and hospitals didn't care about them. So they felt unwanted. What is the meaning of unwanted? Yes, what is the meaning of unwanted? Anybody can tell me meaning of unwanted? The thing that is not wanted. Okay, the things that we don't need. Good. जो हमें नहीं चाहिए. Okay, please write it in English. No need of someone. Yeah, good. So they felt that there was no need of them. उनकी किसी को भी ज़रूरत नहीं थी. So they felt that they are forcefully living here and nobody cared about them in this new place. So yeah, good. Vanshika. Yeah, Sanjay. Yeah, they unwanted means that a thing or anyone is not required. There is no use of it. Okay. So Jaitra and the family stayed there, stayed in the Sinduri village for some time, for some years, and later on they shifted to a big city. And what was that city? They shifted to Mumbai. So Jaitra and the family shifted to Mumbai. Yeah. So has anyone visited Mumbai? Yeah, Rudransh, no need. Yeah. Has anyone visited Mumbai or has anyone heard about Mumbai? Yes, Sangeeta has visited. Bhushan. Okay. Sanjay. So how is Mumbai? Okay. Yes, those who have visited Mumbai, just tell me, how is Mumbai? How is it different from our city in which we are living? It's big. Good. Mumbai is a very busy city. Good. Very crowded. Yes. Okay, you will go in summer holidays, Chetan. Okay, very crowded and lot of traffic. Good. Polluted. It's a really very polluted city. Good. Okay, Ayan. Yes. So you all can see the Mumbai, those who have visited, and you all others can see it in the pictures also. So Mumbai is a really big and a crowded city. It's a mega city. It has multi-story buildings, right? It is too hot there. Yes. It has stock market. Good. Yeah, polluted. As it is a very big city. A big city है तो big city कैसे है? So many people are living there. Okay, the city offers many jobs to the people, and that's why people from other small villages, other small cities come to live in Mumbai to get new jobs, to get better opportunities. So that's why the Mumbai is very crowded. You can see there is too much of traffic on roads. Yes, so okay Chetan, so there are many tall buildings, so much of crowd, so much of pollution. Yeah, so much of people are living there. So the people who come from outside and are poor find it difficult to get a shelter. Yeah, it has sea also. Yeah, it is near to the sea. Okay, okay Ayan. Okay, so Jayatra now went to the Mumbai in hopes of fulfilling his dreams, that is to get a job, to send his children to the school, okay, and to get a home in a new city. So Sinduri village was not right for him. Okay Khyati, we are going to discuss this point. So he went to the Mumbai in hopes of thinking that his dreams are going to come true, that they are going to get a new job, they are going to live happily, and he'll be able to send his children to the school. But when he visited the Mumbai, he saw too much of crowd. So you can see it in the picture also. So when he visited here, he thought of a better future, but here also things were not easy. Why was it not easy for him? Because here already so many people, noise pollution, yeah, there is too much of pollution, and there are so many people who are from different places who come to Mumbai or any big city for the jobs opportunities. So like Jayatra, other people were also there to have a better future. So after going to Mumbai, the Jayatra started saving money to repair his one-room shack. So there also he got one room and he started saving to get a better room. But his relatives would tell him, don't waste money on this. Who knows, we may have to move from here too. In Mumbai, there is no place to stay for outsider like us. Jayatra was scared and worried. He thought, we left Khedi for Sinduri. We then left Sinduri for Mumbai. If we have to move from here too, then where can we go? In this big city, is there not even a small place for my family to stay? So, what was Jayatra's thought? That he was moving from his village to another village, and then he came to Mumbai. So he was scared and he was tired of traveling, and he wanted to settle down in a place. So he thought Mumbai would be the best, but still here also he found out that there was no place in such a big city. Why do you think there was no place in such a big city? Yes, anyone? Why do you think Jayatra was scared that they have to move again? Very crowded. Okay. Very crowded. What else? There were many people. Yes. Too much of crowd. Because they can't live there happily and have to face many problems. Good. What kinds of problems they have to face? Because their caste is low. Okay. Okay, that is a different point. Okay. So they don't have space to live. What kinds of problem do you think? Water, yes. No house. Priyal, we are discussing another chapter. Food, the problems they have to face. Food. Sanjay, just focus on the chapter. They don't have a small place to live. So yes, in a big city, the cost of living is too much. Cost of living means they have to pay higher prices for the basic necessary item. Ab Khedi village mein they used to get all the money, all the food from the forest. for food, water, shelter, everything they get from the forest, and that too free of cost. They don't have to buy that. But in Mumbai, they have to buy everything, their food, their shelter, their water, okay, medicines. In the Khedi village, they used to get it from the forest. Too much money we have to give. Yes, Sangeeta. So, the cost of living in a city or in Sinduri was too much, and this was their major problem. That's why the Jaitra moved from Sinduri and came to Mumbai for a better living, but still he feared that in the Mumbai also he won't get any place to live. Okay. So, this was the chapter. Okay. Let me show you some other slides. So, this is the picture of a dam that we all have seen. We have a dam nearby, and this was the kind of dam that was going to be built in the Khedi village. Okay. Okay. So, in that village, the people used to get everything from the forest. The children used to learn different skills from their grandparents, and those skills would have been useful in the other cities. Like Mumbai, they could use their skills from the Khedi village to earn their living, like fish selling and pottering. It's not a real story, it's not given here that it is a real story or not. Okay. So, these types of skills could have been used in city like Mumbai to get a potter means जो घड़े बनाते हैं, जो मिट्टी के बर्तन बनाते हैं, they make utensils from the clay. Okay, potter. And monkey charmer, okay, tight rope walking. So, these are the skills that they learnt in the Khedi village, and they can use it in the Mumbai or in a big city to earn their living. So, this was their source ki in skills se they can create their livelihood. Okay. So, earlier in the Khedi village they got everything, there was peace there. So, you all can agree on this quote that silence without peace and loneliness amidst crowd cannot beget happiness. That means that you cannot get happiness, or you can even get lonely in too much of crowd. Do you all agree? Rope walking क्या है? Sangeeta, just look at the word. Rope means rassi, walking means you have to walk on that rope. Okay, so that is rope walking. So, silence without peace and loneliness amidst crowd cannot beget happiness. That means even if you are living in a crowded city like Mumbai, you can't get all the happiness, you still can feel lonely. Naitik doesn't agree. Okay, so Jaitra living in that Mumbai one room felt very lonely. Why? Because he got no one there in a new city to take help or take any support from. So, he was kind of lonely in that new city and was not happy. So, I hope you all agree. Yes, it's true. Okay. So, with this I'll end your class. Okay. So, I hope you all understood everything. Do you want to ask anything? Any doubts? Anyone, any doubts? Okay, Yashasvi, thank you. No doubts? Okay, no problem. Okay, please read this chapter, and those who have not submitted the previous worksheet, kindly submit it. Okay, so let me end the class. So, goodbye everyone. Goodbye, have a nice day, take care. Cute puppy. Okay, so goodbye. I am going to end the class.